sitting outside on a beautiful Sunday. What I wanted to talk about today was relationships with people in my life, or lack thereof, I should say. You just wake up one day and realize that you never made a bond with your best friend from high school's kids. They don't even know who you are, or nieces or nephews, because you didn't make a bond. And I don't bond with children very well. I was sitting in church today noticing how beautiful connection that my niece was having with some other couple's child. She was just holding her, and it was really very beautiful to see her interaction with this child. And I thought, well, I wasn't like that when I was younger. I didn't pick up other people's kids. It's just a concept I can't understand. But you wake up one day and you realize that when your life is about half over, and you kind of mourn relationships you wish you could have done better at. My godmother, who has known me since I was a baby, and I rarely call her. I don't pick up the phone. And, my aunts, I don't talk to them very often. I don't talk to anybody very often. My focus when I have time to myself is mainly on things I want to do and on myself. I just don't experience relationships the same way other people do, the need for them or desire for them. Maybe it's not even worth feeling sad about or even wasting a moment on, because it is what it is. I think I've done the best I can with the resources that I have. My focus is on details more than people many times. I'm not good at verbal conversations. It's always easier for me to write things down. But since I've started this channel, I've tried to talk more and be verbal about how I feel, and it has helped. But I feel like I have a long way to go. That lack of a bond of relationship for my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my husband's family, it makes me sad. I haven't been outside here in this spot in a long time. I rarely get time by myself anymore. My son homeschools, and I'm trying to enjoy time with him, but I yearn for time to myself too a lot. And he went skating yesterday, and I really enjoyed that because I had time. Spent some time with my husband that was much needed, and this is the season of life I'm in right now. We were going to see my mom this weekend, and then my husband woke up and he didn't feel good, and so that was canceled. It threw me in a funk for the morning. I couldn't even get my butt off the chair. It's like I couldn't move. Maybe it was inertia, autistic inertia, but I had to make myself get up and start cleaning my room just to get going for the day, because I didn't know what to do with myself at that point, because the plans weren't being followed as to what I wanted them to be. So change in plan is very hard for me. But I just had some random thoughts, and I just wanted to film while it's beautiful outside and I had time to, and still trying to process emotions and what it's like to be me. 2 years after the diagnosis, I still have ups and downs, mostly acceptance, but still some sadness from time to time. So there's fixing to be some big changes going on in my life. My boss turned in her notice, and she's the best boss I've ever had. It's the not knowing of who's going to come in, and it's having to tell my story all over again and make someone understand my autism diagnosis, because there's no guarantee that they understand what it is. And it just brings me some flashbacks to the last boss that I had, that it made me quit my job because I couldn't handle the way she treated me, and I was having meltdowns at work because she was yelling at me in front of people, and it just kept getting worse and worse, to where then I was starting to have panic attacks at the thought of going to work, and I hung in there as long as I could. But in the end, I wasn't able to do it. After being at a job for 8 years, one person was able to run me off because I can't work with people like that. So it's the unknown of not knowing who is going to come in and fill that spot and if they will be understanding. My current boss lets me do jobs in the department. She knows I'm good at doing jobs that require detail. I've thought about maybe it's time to go to part-time and focus on my side business of Etsy and just make digital downloads and increase my revenue. I've thought about looking for other jobs in the meantime. But honestly, I'm just so tired. I don't want to work more than full-time anymore due to my back issues. I think the thought of doing an Etsy shop is very appealing for us because being your own boss, I think a lot of people on the spectrum find their way through side businesses that they can do to make money, at home, be your own boss, work your own hours. You don't have to worry about being around other people and figuring those things out and the details and the social anxiety of it. My energy is very low. My spoons are very low today, and I dealt with stomach issues today. I don't know if my stomach's tore up because of the thought of my boss leaving. When I found out that she was going to be leaving, I couldn't process it yet. It was still a shock to me. So it's like she didn't even say the words that she's leaving. It didn't hit me till the next morning when I got up, and I felt depressed in the moment. I didn't want to get out of bed because all of a sudden the situation made me depressed. I won't be really upset until the day she's going to be leaving and it's her last day, and then I'll just be a ball of tears because the last time a boss that I had that I loved had to leave, I was just embracing her and sobbing into her arms, and I couldn't say anything. And that's probably what's going to happen this time because she's been the best boss. The boss that I get makes a huge difference in if I can work or not. If it's someone I can work with who understands, and time's going to tell on that one. And just pray that someone that comes in that will just love the residents as much as I do and put them first. That's all I can ask. And if worse comes to worse, maybe I can go part-time and increase my Etsy shop. So, you've heard that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I feel like this is a prime example. So, just wanted to update you on thank you so much for watching my videos, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. Say it again.
Hello. Me? Out the dog. Yo.
It looks like it's this thing.
Ready? Only more is that go. Oh, hold on. Go.
Always. And
Getting yourself in trouble.
yeah.
Always looking for trouble.
Always. It's a seal. Ar.